Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Phúc and I have a question to ask you. When looking at a girl covered with tattoo, do you feel they are more masculine or more feminine? In this video, we will discuss how gender norm impact female choice of body moderation. Does it impact their self-esteem? Will post-feminism lower tattoo discrimination in Asia, in the case of Japan, Korea, and Vietnam? First, what is tattoo? What makes it discriminatory? Tattoo today defined by Cambridge as a decoration on skin. Back then, tattoo was associated with stigma. According to the American Heritage Dictionary of English Language, state that from Latin, tattoo was represented as slave or criminal status. Also from Greek, tattoo mark is a mark of token infamy, disgrace, or reproach. Both Greek and Latin are the more prominent and oldest language in the Indo-European language family. Most of the Western languages like English, French, Spanish, and Italian are heavily influenced by these two languages. So, the definition of tattoo was not very good at all. Moreover, there are specific gangs use tattoo as their gang sign. Similarly, in Asia, Japan, South Korea, and China share a similar history of tattoo criminality. In Japan, they have a gang called Yakuza, with the tattoo cover over their body for gang recognition. This group of people is one of the results that some places in Japan banned tattoo. Chinese and Korean was used tattoo for marking them as slave and crime. In this case, we can say that they are being branded like animals. However, when the world is more open about the choice of body moderation, tattoo does become a cross-culture, historical, and contemporary phenomenon. Every country have their own cultural method of inking. So let's watch some Asian traditional way of tattooing provided by Insider.
Sakyan is a form of art in Thailand and Cambodia that has been practiced for thousands of years. Not only are the spiritual designs one of a kind, but so is the technique used to ink the skin. Traditionally, the tattoos are tapped into the skin with a bamboo stick by Buddhist monks and masters of magic. The New York Times reported that tattooing in the Philippines was already popular by the early 1500s, when the Spanish first arrived on the land. The term used for the traditional tattoo is called batok. Batok served as a symbol of bravery for tribe warriors and beauty along with status for women. The last traditional Mamba Batok, or tattoo artist of the Kalinga province, is still alive and inking bodies today in the village of Buskalan. Traditional Japanese tattoos are called irezumi. These tattoos can be traced back to around 10,000 BC. They're created by hand using the tebori method, in which a wooden or metal stick with needle tips insert ink into the skin.
At first, tattoo was not designed for particular genders, and the ink was appropriate for both genders. But the modern portrayal of male with tattoo are significantly different from women. Men are more likely to use tattoo to reinforce traditional notion of masculinity, whereas women often both define and reproduce conventional standards of femininity.
This is the story of modern day ink.
Tattoos on a man. Masculine, sexy, that's what they're selling.
The tattooed man is desirable right now.
The hot tattooed bearded guy. They are the modern day pinup.
But according to Judith Butler, gender performance theory, claiming that no one is born as a gender at first, and gender is a phenomenon that is produced and reproduced all the time. So what is feminine or masculine are socially constructed. When this brings into the context of body modification, of comparing waist training and tattoo. The social stereotype of body image of the woman with an hourglass figure is more feminine than a woman with tattoo.
갑자기 무슨 이렇게 다가오니까 좀 무섭지 않았을까요?
무서워요? 저는 근데 주변에 타투하는 사람이 꽤 많아서 무섭진 않은데 길거리에서 처음 봤을 때는 무서운 것보다 센 언니다 그리고 이런 거 있어요. 센 언니구나 이런 거 막 좀 귀여운 척 하지. 근데 타투 하신 분들은 대부분 센 언니, 센 오빠 같아요. 뭔가 갑자기 벽진.
Although they both have physical drawback if it's not done properly. This is similar to the idea that division between blue and pink onto a gender binary of male and female itself, when the history of pink had nothing to do with women before 20th century. Dig back into history. Tattooing was found in the mummy of Amunet, a princess in Middle Kingdom Egypt, before tattooing was to symbolize sexuality and fertility. We can see that the representative of tattooing had been shifted along with time. Moreover, the public perception of tattooing and female sexuality was strongly intertwined. This can be caused by the sexualization of culture. The word sexualization, according to Brian McNair in 2002, refers to both the enormous number of discourse about sex and sexuality that present in all media when it comes into the woman's body. Also, women who frequently perform by striptease usually have tattoos to show up their body art, time claim. As a result, some feminists use tattoos to express their movement. The Suicide Girl, for example, embraced the woman model with tattoos to challenge traditional ideas of female beauty and sexuality, which was causing them to be viewed as unfeminine. Because the discrimination has a direct impact on their self-esteem, I can understand why people strike back at it. PubMed indicate that women with tattoos has significant lower level of self-esteem than those without it, as well as the higher correlation between the construct of ideal body, ideal self, and tattooed woman status. As we can see in the figure, although more women have tattoos than men, but they are also more likely to regret it, according to SaveItTattoo.com. We can see that the social norm of woman's body can heavily impact the woman's mental health and their choice of body modification. As a popular culture, we shouldn't generalize what is and isn't appropriate for specific people. Gender norm will increase discrimination against both individuals and the culture itself, particularly culture with a taboo. In Asia, the perspective of women with lots of tattoo acceptability still being lacking. Despite the growing number of tattoos, Southeast Asia still has a strong taboo against them.
日本人がタトゥーをしてるのと外国人がタトゥーをしてるのとではまた見方がちょっと変わってくる。
違いますね。
全然違いますね。
やっぱりファッションとして成立してる国とそうじゃない国の考え方なので、
そこは大きな差だね。
やっぱりどうしても日本の方がそういう悪いイメージから始まっちゃってるところがあるんで、外国の方ほど気楽に入れたりとか、消したりとかっていうのはやっぱり難しいのかなと思います。
In Vietnam, a country heavily influenced by the Chinese culture, tattoos were also being associated with criminal.
Trước khi em vô đây là em không có thích xăm, và em nhìn những người xăm em cũng không có thích họ nữa. Tại vì hồi đó em thích trắng trẹo rồi này kia, nhìn mấy người xăm đó, nhìn người ta bợm chợm, rồi bạn bè xăm rồi nhiều người ta không có đàng hoàng, bị cái lối sống là gia đình là không có cho xăm. Rồi hồi đó mình cũng ngoan, mình theo cái ý tưởng của gia đình là mình không có xăm. Và khi mà mình vô đây mình làm rồi mình thấy là mấy cái hình xăm đó không có phải giống như là mình nghĩ.
Despite the taboo, individuals still continue to encourage the public to accept their body modification decision. by pushing tattoo into mainstream. I believe that with this people's effort, perception of tattoo will change in the future. This brings us to the end of the video. For further research, the woman's tattoo has meanings such as the Medusa, roses, and so on should be the topic to look into. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching.